Cardiac Radio presents Vain Purity, from the book Tales from This and the Other Life, by Humberto de Campos, through the medium Chico Xavier. When Anasio Fraga left his physical body, he, who had always been considered pure among humanity, reached the frontier of the spiritual world in the likeness of a lily. Such was the whiteness of his beautiful attire. He intended to live in the superior spheres. He wanted to breathe the atmosphere of the angels, rise to the stars, and share the presence of Christ. He explained to the spiritual agent who attended the guard of the passage to the exalted planes of spirituality. The zealous employee showed deep respect for Anisio's presentation, but subjected him to a long test, after which, despite being disappointed, he explained that it would not be possible for Anisio to move forward. Anisio lacked the requirements for further advancement.
Me?
Anisio stammered, distressed.
How can it be? On earth, I was a man who observed all the rules of the holy path.
Despite everything,
said the inspector, reticent.
I don't agree,
claimed the candidate for divine glory, and taking out a list from his pocket, Anisio exclaimed in distress.
Thinking about the possibility of some disregard, I summarized my opinion in 10 items.
And Anisio read to the calm and attentive benefactor.
I respected all religions. I cultivated the gift of prayer. I believed in the power of charity. I never upset my fellow human beings. I always trusted the best. I silenced every offensive or disrespectful word. I calculated all my steps. I never looked for the defects of others. I avoided contact with all addicted people. I lived in my house, worried about not being a mishap on other people's roads.
The great door butler, however, smiled and commented,
Anisio, you have read the statements, forgetting the demonstrations.
What do you mean?
The patient friend took a form and explained that the spiritual plane also had notes for comparison and asked him to reread the list. Anisio began.
I respected all religions.
And the examiner emphasized, checking the notes.
But it didn't serve any purpose.
I cultivated the gift of prayer.
Only in your own favor.
I believed in the power of charity.
However, you did not practice it.
I never upset my fellow human beings.
However, you didn't help anyone.
I always trusted the best.
But only for your own benefit.
I silenced every offensive or disrespectful word.
However, you did not remember to use words of encouragement to those in need of consolation and hope.
I calculated all my steps.
Not to be bothered by others.
I never looked for the defects of others.
However, you didn't take advantage of their good examples.
I avoided contact with all addicted people.
Paying attention to convenience.
I lived in my house, worried about not being a mishap on other people's roads.
Simply so as not to be called upon for assistance tasks.
Disenchanted, Anisio remained silent, but the benefactor clarified without affectation.
My friend, it's not enough to run away from evil. You have to do the good. You move yourself dressed up in white, but your existence on earth was equally blank. Go back and live it.
Distressed, Anisio lost his balance and rolled from on high to the earth.